Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Run in the Paint podcast. Boys, how are you doing today?
Howdy.
What's up, everybody?
I'm tired as usual.
Feeling better than
Jackson's
the Boston
back!
Oh,
Jackson's
Douglas,
back!
welcome back.
He's finally back, ladies and gentlemen, after a little bit of an absence.
It was like 2 or 3.
It's still
One
an
was for
absence.
a
We have to
nap.
welcome you back.
One was for a nap. One was, I don't know what the other one. Probably for another nap.
No, and then one was the roommates. Shout out to Jackson's jerkish roommates.
They're keeping it quiet though today. Hopefully,
They are, hopefully, but. This is a special week around the NBA world as Thursday is the trade deadline. So, whole lot of rumors and stuff going around, of course, this week. Bunch of things to talk about on that front. We have some blind rankings. We're following the trend. So, we have a bunch of blind rankings that we're going to do. And really not a whole lot of news to really talk about besides some injuries.
there's one thing I want to talk about that's not injury related. Can we start here?
Yes.
Dude, the Boston Celtics losing to the Lakers without AD and Bron, and this is what gets me. It's like, the Lakers. Okay, it's the Lakers, so everyone is like, okay, the Lakers are good enough to be a competitive team, but they're also just super mid, and they get too much coverage, and so they're very hated.
Okay, what? Okay, so we're not going to talk about how the Pistons and Timberwolves both lost to the Pistons and the
Pistons
Thunders.
losing?
I'm just saying, okay,
that
Pistons
news?
and the Spurs beating the Timberwolves and the Thunder. Like, we're not going to talk about that. But we're gonna talk
Everyone-
about this. It's ridiculous.
except for AD and LeBron, are on the trade block essentially. That's what we're talking. But they go out there without those two guys and beat the best team in the league.
Because
That Lakers-
AR-15 dropped 30 points.
Yeah, what? It's like, and they played so well rounded that game. Did you watch that game?
No,
Okay.
I guess we were recording it probably during the game.
We
Yeah.
had some vintage D'Lo that game. It was nice.
D'Lo's been playing great lately, but then we saw the Lakers go into Madison Square Garden and clamp
watched
up
that
in the
game.
fourth quarter. That was really impressive.
that was a
What
fun
happened
game.
before both those games, though? Can we?
We don't need to. We don't.
Do we talk about the Pistons?
Why are we talking about? We don't. No, sorry, Rockets fan. It's okay. You beat the Lakers. That
We
was a
did.
week ago.
Dude, LeBron was not about to lose his one game in the Garden.
Yeah, when you mentioned that, I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I will say, like, it does go to the fact that, like, as mid as they are, once they make it to the play-in, if LeBron and AD are healthy, who's stopping them?
Yeah, I mean,
It's not.
that's what
it's-
that's what it's how time and it's how it's always. As long as LeBron and AD are healthy by the time they make the playoffs, and if they make the playoffs or the play-in, nobody wants to play him. That's
I'm
just
sick
how
of
it
people
goes.
throwing around AD like he gets injured as much as Embiid.
Well, yeah, AD's
Alright.
been very healthy
Davis,
this
Davis, yeah, Davis has played. I believe it's first or second most games in the last 365 days.
year.
just
Yeah,
wanna put
he's definitely
didn't
played a
say
lot of
he-
games.
I just
think
said
he
that
might have-
both of them are healthy. Like you
And they
want
will
your
be.
two guys healthy in the playoffs. That's always a question mark for every NBA team.
Except, I
Not
mean,
a shot. Not a shot. I'm not trying to make a shot
Yeah.
at AD, but like I'm just saying,
Just
like
don't diss
that's
it.
what you
I
want.
like AD. I like A Disney. Don't diss him.
Don't diss him, and you're the one calling him a Disney. Really?
That's a good nickname.
really.
And that's a
Good
good
nickname.
nickname. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, are there any news that we want to talk about here? Actual news.
Those LED courts that
for
I just found.
The joke of an All-Star game. Yeah, great.
The
Oh, the
LED
3-point
courts.
contest.
Oh yeah, the 3-point contest
Great.
got announced.
Okay, well first let's talk about the LED courts. If you haven't seen them, there are LED courts in Indianapolis, I think at the football stadium for All-Star Saturday night and those events, and they're going to change for each event, which is actually pretty cool. Like, it looks awesome.
Technology really popping off, man. I love it.
Yeah, too bad there's gonna be some people missing the game that should be there.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Jackson wasn't here when we went over the All-Star thing, so he's Şengün missing it's a little sad right now.
Yeah.
Not even Fox missing it. It's a bonus. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Kings. Yeah.
And Julius gets to make it.
You got
Julius.
a backup center last week in Steven Adams, too.
Oh Oh yeah,
That
we
was
talked
good.
about that,
Yeah, he's gonna be really good for us the rest of the season.
Well, who cares? You're still in phase
Well, yeah,
2.
for next season, he's not gonna play this year.
Yeah.
We're just wait till we make the plane. You guys are not ready.
Make the plan and lose first game.
You're right. We're not ready for the play the Rockets in the play-in because we're Cavs fans.
And we might be the 2 seed. But like you said, the 3-point contest, it came out today. 6 of the players that are going to be participants in the contest. We have Tyrese Halliburton from the Pacers, Jalen Brunson from the Knicks. He's been one of the top 3-point percentage
That's the winner right
leaders
there.
all season.
I'd be sick if he did win.
That'd be cool.
But it's in Indiana.
Yeah, we got Lauri Markkanen from the Jazz, Damian Lillard from the Bucks to defend his title from last season. Malik Beasley also from the Bucks. He's been one of the best 3-point shooters in the league this season. And then Donovan Mitchell of the Cavaliers. And they usually should have been Sam Merrill, but it's okay.
Should have been Sam Merrill for the Cavs.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, at least this year it's like good. Like all the known players that they put in are at least good 3-point shooters. Like we've
Not
seen
like Joel Embiid.
not like freaking, not even him. It's,
Well, no, yeah, he's never been in a 3-point contest. Jackson, you
Oh.
go ahead with your guy.
I thought he did. I actually bought.
Julius. Julius last year, and then had one of the worst performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's not a good
Go
3-point
figure,
shooter.
because he's terrible. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
last year was decent.
Yuta
Besides
Watanabe
that,
should have made it last year. He was snubbed. He was shooting like 55% going into it.
Who was?
Yuta Watanabe.
oh, for the for the Nets. Well, no, the fact that Grayson Allen isn't in it is kind of crazy to me. He's shooting
Jeremy
nearly,
Renner.
he's shooting nearly 50% from 3 this season to lead the
Jason
league.
Capono.
Jason Capono was a dog, man.
Okay, so with the trade deadline coming up this Thursday, I thought it'd be good to bring in a bunch of names that have been on the market and on, trade rumors and players that fans have been talking about getting moved for this deadline, and bring you guys each player, and you guys tell me from a scale of 1 to 5 how confident you are that they are going to get traded this Thursday. So
You got 10 names? 10
I've got
hot
10
names on the
names.
market?
I've
All
got
right.
10 of the hottest names on the market, probably the 10 hottest names on the market. Now, to you fans out there, I don't have LeBron on the market. He's not on the trade market, people. That was like a thing last week. I couldn't believe that was a thing.
Well, it was the thing with the Knicks towel and everything, and Brian Windhorst is like, "Oh yeah, pay attention to LeBron." I'm like, "Bro, shit.
Dude, the
how are you still employed?"
That story made me so angry. The fact that dude, I know you're doing this for money because, well, I guess I would know this because I for people that don't know, I worked with the Cavs last year, so I got to see the equipment stuff with it. The only towels that are located in an arena are Gatorade towels and towels with the team logo on it. And you can't have Gatorade sponsored towels on for national TV games. You have to have other towels. So yes, the LeBron and the entire Lakers team are going to have Knicks towels on them. That's just how it works.
I think it's a sign.
Thank you for the clarification, the inside knowledge
So
shared with our listeners.
It's just so annoying because, dude, it's that's just the dumbest storyline.
They just
Yeah,
want
it
to
is
talk
very
about
dumb.
LA. They just want to talk
Like-
about LA whenever they get a chance.
Wait, when
Like
you
I
can
was saying.
when you
let's
can
talk about
combine
a below 500 team. Are
when
they
you
below
can
500?
combine LA and New York in a story, gotta do it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Gotta do it. But let's get
Okay.
into the trade scale.
He doesn't deserve to play with my glorious Jalen Brunson.
Let's get into the trade scale. Stop it with Jalen Brunson. Oh my gosh.
Favorite.
Okay. Who wants to start with this? With the first player? I could give it individual and we could go, and you guys could all give your rankings, but go in order or whatever. Yes, Jackson.
Jackson has raised his hand.
Jackson. I take it Jackson would like to go first. He raised his hand.
Okay, Jackson. Scale of 1 to 5, how confident you are in Bulls guard Zach LaVine getting traded?
Two.
Now this is an interesting storyline, as last season it was announced that he was going to miss the rest of the season due to knee surgery, but we have seen great players traded midway through the season before. So
it's like a 2 or 3. I think they'll wait till the off season at this point. I think that's what teams are gonna do. because he still has multiple years left, so they have time to wait. And I don't think they're gonna want to have to attach another piece, because that's what I've been seeing is that they're gonna have to attach another piece even to trade him at this point.
Yeah, the thing is, you're talking about if you're trading him to a good team, if you're a good team trying to trade from, you're talking about a guy who's hopefully going to be your third piece.
It's going to be the Pistons that trade for him, if anything, at this point, I think.
Yeah, and you're not trading for a guy if you're a winning team who's going to be your third piece, and you have to give up a guy or two and a pick, and he's hurt the rest of the year.
Yeah,
so
he's not even going to play for you.
I'm at a 0 for LaVine.
Yeah, I'll probably at a 1 with that one too.
I'm saying 2, just because I think the Pistons are going to make a push, and I don't think they care about the timeline of him.
You have a 2. You have 40% confidence LaVine's going to the Pistons.
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know. I'll say 1 actually, if we put it in that perspective.
Yeah, I gotta do 1 just because I think it'll happen. If he didn't have to have surgery, I would have been like almost like a 3 or 4. But because he's out, I think it'll, like what Jackson said, it'll probably be pushed to the off season. So maybe he'll only miss like the start of the season, and then they can have him for most of the year.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. If he does get traded, will probably be to a Pistons team that does care, but it's a toss up at this point. So let's go to his teammate then, Bulls forward DeMar DeRozan. Joey, you go first. He's another guy that's been out there this season.
I'm hopeful he gets traded because I don't want to see him in Chicago anymore. I'm a big DeMar fan, have been since Toronto. But personally, I think it's probably only around a 2. I think they're just going to kind of ride it out because him and Kobe White, they've been doing okay. They're still in like a viable position to stay in the play-in. Maybe they want to do that. I don't know why they would, but I would want it to be at like a 4 or 5. But I think it's only like a 2. A little bit better than LaVine, but I thought it would have happened already by now.
Which teams would trade for him is the question.
Possibly like the Lakers. That's the only one I can think of because he's from LA.
What about
to go out there in the past?
But don't the Lakers still need 3-point shooting?
Yes.
Like I feel like they always need. So like, why would you trade for a non-3-point shooter guy?
Because it's LA. They care about just stars and big names to bring in money.
It feels like if he did get traded, it would definitely be out west. But
yeah,
I'm at more like a 1 here because I think the Bulls are gonna basically just continue to try and remain where they're at and win when they can and not really do too much about losing at this point.Ey're just going to kind of remain where they're at.
They'll try and do whatever they can do this season, and then everything will come in the off season.
Because I heard on the Hoop Collective that we always reference on this pod that Bontemps put it in perspective. It's like the Bulls will sell out for a playoff game if they can get to a playoff series, and if they get 2 home games in a playoff series, that's like a couple milli for the family-owned business that is the Chicago Bulls.
And if you're looking at it from that, like even and put it in perspective throughout the whole East, the Brooklyn Nets have been struggling for a while. Obviously with the Sixers, you only have Maxey, who I still think they're better than the Bulls, but maybe the Bulls are going to be like, hey, with a couple of these teams on the downward swing, maybe we can push and get an extra couple spots and get playoffs, like you said.
Yeah, until they realize,
extra money.
Get like a 6 seed. You realize you have to play the Knicks, the Cavs, or the Celtics if they somehow drop. That's basically.
Well, you'd have to play. Yeah, you'd have to play a great
or
team.
The Bucks. Or the Bucks.
Yeah. It's just so weird. Like, we came into the season talking about the Bulls making their moves and trading those guys. And I guess me personally, it might have been all of us. I'm not completely remembering. But with the Bulls and the Raptors, we said that the Raptors would be more likely to trade their guys than the Bulls, and the Bulls would keep it for the whole season. So that might end up happening, and it looks like it probably will now. We'll see if they move Caruso or Drummond or...
Our takes were so smart. Our takes were so good.
We predicted that.
I know, this is actually accurate. Like, it's actually pretty good. Next up, let's go to probably the biggest name that's been talked about on the market. Nick, we'll start with you talking about Hawks guard Dejounte Murray. Now, this has turned into a very weird situation because the Hawks are now on a 4-game winning streak and they're back in the play-in tournament. So, what do you think happens with Dejounte now?
Well, when you put it like that, in the context of the conversation we just had about, making it to the playoffs and that kind of being enough sometimes when you're in the middle like this, like Chicago, like Atlanta, like Brooklyn, like Charlotte would be over the moon if they were to somehow finish the year and get to the 10th spot or something. That'll never happen. But I mean, just those middle teams. So I don't know. I'm at I think he'll go to LA. I really do. Like I think he'll go to. I'm at like a 2.5. I'm literally like 50-50 here. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm probably at like a 3. I do kind of want to see him in LA. I know I remember when we did trades before, and I did the trade maker and Dejounte. I had a cool 3-team deal. Honestly, I just have a really good feeling he'll end up out in LA.
I don't. Here's my thing though. If you're LA, I don't see a point in making this deal. I don't think Dejounte makes them that better trading from him to D'Angelo.
That doesn't matter though. It's about the optics. It's about looking like you're trying to get better, and like that sometimes has an impact on the team.
It's just come playoff time though. Dejounte Murray does not have playoff experience, much at all. If you think about it,
he's got a couple clutch buckets this year.
That's not playoff experience. That's
besides the Spurs, his first year, but that's really it.
But that's 1 year. I mean, D'Angelo Russell at least has some of that playoff experience. He's been the best player on a playoff team before, when he was with Brooklyn. So I think come playoff time, I think I'd rather have D'Angelo than Dejounte.
When was D'Lo the best player in Brooklyn?
The 2019. He was definitely
they made the playoffs.
Dude, he was great.
I'm actually asking because I was just like 2019. I was wondering how long ago it was.
Oh yeah. Well, so Jackson, I completely agree with what you're saying, but do you think that he'll, on a scale like this, do you think that he'll get moved? Whether it's a Lakers or there have been other teams like the Bucks, the Magic that have shown interest.
I mean, I don't know. The Bucks. Why would they trade for another guy who's struggling on defense this year?
A number, Jackson, 1 to 5.
I'll say like a 2
wow,
or 3. I could still see some team being dumb enough to make that move, but like, I just don't trust Dejounte. I don't.
Yeah, it's definitely a fair point.
Go ahead, clip it. Go ahead. When the Hawks miss the playoffs, go ahead. Or when he flops in the playoffs, go right
when the
ahead.
Lakers win the title.
Bro, imagine. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's
D'Angelo Russell leads them.
Let's go.
There you go.
Let's loop around to Jackson, a guy that hasn't been in a ton of rumors, but for another team that's been struggling, has been in talks actually with your favorite team, Jackson. We're talking about Brooklyn Nets wing Mikal Bridges.
Confident. They said they're not going to trade him. I think we might be dumb enough to give them to overpay. So I'll say like a 3.
Interesting.
I think we're the only team that's going to be able to make it happen because we have something no other team has, and that's their first-round picks that they want back for their rebuild. So,
yeah, it is a huge part of it.
I kind of don't want us to make the deal because I feel like we're going to have to give up either Dylan, who I like Dylan. I mean, you guys know I like Dylan Brooks. I mean, he's the defensive backbone of our team, who's been one of the better defensive teams. He's been every year, every place he's been has been a fantastic defensive team, and I think that has a lot of value.
Definitely.
But I think, or it's Jalen Green, and I've hated on Jalen Green. I'm gonna say that a lot.
Ever since you started dogging on Jalen Green, he's been killing it though.
That's what I do. I hate on a player and they start playing well. It's reverse psychology. But you can't get mad at me for hating on somebody who's shooting sub 40% as a shooting guard with like 30% from three. Now he's picking up. Now I'm like, Jalen could be. If we keep developing Jalen, he's going to be a fantastic player. Before I was like, I don't know about Jalen. I don't want an inefficient guy. I don't want a Trae Young who doesn't score
Right.
or pass the ball very much.
I don't know, because with Mikal, I feel like Brooklyn really like I think when they got him in the deal with Phoenix, he was like the main piece. And after what he did in the summer with Team USA, I think a lot of people in Brooklyn were excited about the year he was going to have. He was kind of in the conversations with like Jalen Green preseason as a guy who might have a breakout year. But with what I said about Brooklyn last episode, just a garbage fire of an organization. They could be dumb, and they're in kind of the same position as the Lakers, where it's all about the optics. Making a move is sometimes better than not making a move, even if it's a bad deal, because it looks better. And like I said, Brooklyn might be dumb enough to do something stupid like this. So I'm at like a 1 or a 2 here.
So where would you see him getting traded? Would you see him going to Houston?
I don't know. I don't know. Utah maybe with. No, I don't know.
I can see him going to Houston, and if Brooklyn. Now here, I'm going to take what you said, Nick, and say Brooklyn as a garbage fire franchise as they are.
Yes. GFF.
But they are doing. I'm on the opposite. If they were smart, they would trade Mikal Bridges and do just a full-on rebuild. But they're dumb, and they're gonna keep him and roll with like him, Cam Thomas, and Cam Johnson, and they're just gonna be mid.
They're in a
I
bull
think
situation
that the hate
right
on the Brooklyn front office is kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest.
Boo, Joey. I think you're making a good point.
I think that's ridiculous. They've been doing a great job, honestly.
Miles, how old
They
were
traded.
you?
They turned James Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant into
Which any team would have done, any team in their right mind would have done the moves that they did to get Durant, Harden, and Irving. No one could have seen that COVID would have happened, and Kyrie, with the mandates and all that, wouldn't have played, and all that.
This is unbelievable.
No one would have. What?
You're sticking up for them.
Have you ever seen a team go into a rebuild without their first-round picks for the next 4 years?
Well, they're not in a rebuild yet, still, because they still have their guys. They need to go into a rebuild.
They're in purgatory.
That's the thing. They're in purgatory.
They're younger Chicago Bulls.
They have been for the last 5-10 years.
Not 5-10 because they had 3 stars, but like.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And they made.
We're gonna have more.
I'm just saying. Would you guys have done
shoe size from making the NBA Finals?
Would you guys have done anything differently in their front office? They made every right move. It wasn't.
Yes, I would not have traded all their first-round picks for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, that's a different. That was a different front office.
But it's the same franchise.
Who cares? It's different people.
Now,
oh my gosh, we're gonna talk
terrible decisions.
Nick, do you got some popcorn for this?
They just have.
I need some.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
Let them go.
That's why we say garbage fire franchise, not necessarily front office, because throughout
that would
history,
be a GFFO.
Facts.
This is just a GFF.
Garbage fire franchise.
Okay, whatever. All right, next player. We've got Blazers forward Jeremy Grant.
Ooh.
Joey, you start us off.
All right. I am a big fan of Jeremy Grant, and the Blazers are not good. They can be in the future, but
that's rude.
Hey, I'm a big Scoot Henderson fan. He's been figuring it out lately. But Jeremy Grant, I think he would be better off elsewhere and could help another playoff contending team, championship contending team better.
There's one perfect player.
I could possibly see him go into a Bucks team where their defense is kind of terrible, and he could help out defensively. I would probably put this at more of like a 3 or 4 because I think Portland might be smart and like actually move him.
4.
I would put him at like a 3 or 4 that he could get traded.
4 for me. I think the perfect place for him to get traded would be Dallas.
Dallas, yes,
Now,
I agree with you.
That's the other one. That's the other one I could think that I was thinking of too.
He's another guy that can create for himself, so Luka doesn't have to score 73 or 40-point triple doubles every night. So that's what he does.
Plus, this contract got a lot of heat when Portland made it. So if they have an opportunity to get it off their books, I think they might take it.
And get like a pick back. Yeah, I know, 100%.
3.
Well, and you know, my comment earlier about people when I trash talk them playing better, talk about DeAndre Ayton playing better since I talk trash about him. I might be a wizard.
True.
Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic. Whoa.
But he said a single word
It's just in our head 24/7, Goglin. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. He was singing it yesterday. Miles was singing it yesterday.
Heck yeah, you got to.
Making me mad.
Okay, let's move on to a player who used to be one of the top players at his position, part of a dynasty, but part of one of the most biggest disappointments in the league this year with Warriors guard Klay Thompson.
Nick.
Talk about a dumb team.
No, they won't trade him.
That's why they're a dumb team.
0.
He's garbage. He's
4
awful.
titles.
God.
I don't think they'll deal him either.
That's a 0.
Like every other Warriors fan looking in the past.
It's a legend. It's a legend for that franchise. Like,
it's different if he asked for a trade. And I'm like, yeah.
I haven't heard anything about him leaving. Sorry.
I think it's more likely his teammate CP3 gets traded.
I think it's more likely that Curry starts killing all of them and they won't have a team.
Oh my god.
He's gonna do
That
everything.
that is the next option.
I swear, dude, that's what's gonna happen. He can only do everything for so long.
Jackson, where are you at with
I mean, I'm at a
Clay?
0 too, because like I said, they're stupid and they're not gonna trade him. If they were smart, they would trade him, CP3, and Donkey, and they paved the way for Moody and Kuminga, who's been playing absolutely fantastic, lights out.
He's been crazy.
And Pajemski too. Pajemski's a beast.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't make sense for them to keep. I mean, maybe for the rest of this year, but I think they should move those 3 in the offseason.
I agree.
The only player you got to keep is Curry. Because Curry, how many more years do we think Curry has left? Like, what, 2 to 3?
5.
5, probably.
Probably probably 2 to 3 being as good as he is now, but realistically 5. He could turn into like a Chris Paul and possibly go to like the bench or help just another team or something like that, or just help like mentor the next generation of those Warriors.
I think he's a single team guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he could stay and mentor the Warriors.
I think LeBron could play for another 5 too, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, LeBron's just a freak of nature.
LeBron is my glory.
Draymond's got like 5 weeks.
Draymond's got 4 days. Draymond, if they don't trade him, Draymond's
like he's like 5 days late.
His replacement's already here and he's showing out.
Who's that? TGD? TJ.
Kaminga.
Trace Jackson.
Kaminga's averaging like what? He's averaging like what, 24, 25 over the last like 10 games.
I do love that Trace Jackson Davis, Nick. That guy's is a dog.
It's stud.
Yeah, he has been playing well. Definitely playing well. All right. Next player, we've got Grizzlies guard Marcus Smart. There have been a few teams that have shown interest for Marcus Smart. He's been injured for a lot of the season, as have the Grizzlies, who have had 13 players on their injury report, like their last game.
Didn't they only have like 8 active players the other night?
It was unbelievable.
It was amazing.
I know, like I told Jackson, like, look at the Grizzlies box score, and there were like 3 guys that we've never heard of before.
Yeah, I checked the fantasy app. It was unknown player, unknown player, unknown player. I was laughing so hard.
But I think it makes a lot of sense for a good team to trade for him. And the first team that comes to mind is the Milwaukee Bucks. They would obviously what am I looking for here? They would have.
Well,
He would
they
make a
would
big
solve their
impact there.
defensive problems in the
Yeah,
perimeter.
Move old bum Middleton to the bench, please. Just
I'm at like a 3 here. Yeah, I think they could because Memphis is not doing anything this year, and
Beasley
if
can pay the
they have an opportunity to get a draft pick.
Is he
potentially.
coming back soon, Marcus Smart?
Let me look at the status of his injury.
Because obviously, if he's going to come back, Bucks is like a perfect fit for him. Exactly what they need for a playoff run.
I mean, hey, if he wants to come off the bench, we'll take him.
He'll probably come back in a couple of weeks.
Because we're too stingy to bench Jalen.
They should trade him. That's like a 3 for me as well. 3 or 4.
Or they keep him for next year.
That's why I'm leaning 3.
If they didn't keep Steven Adams for next year, they're not keeping Marcus Smart for next year.
Steven Adams was injured. He never was going to play.
Plus, they still have Derrick Rose.
That does. I'm sorry. That doesn't.
Love Derrick Rose.
No, I'm just saying, like, for the
Who do you think Derrick Rose is now? Derrick Rose is not an MVP anymore.
For the
he's
vet role.
MVP.
For the vet role,
yeah.
I think I'd rather have the defensive-minded guy for a vet role because it's way easier to get better on offense than it is defense.
And he can start next to Ja. Like the Grizzlies they were rolling when Ja was back.
If Ja ever plays again. I forgot what Ja looks like.
That's true, Miles.
So that's why it's close. That's why it's like close. Like because they could keep him. I'd like to see him on a contender, but like he's not for this year. But he's on a contender now, just not for this year.
Yeah, true.
So let's go to Jackson with this one, a guy that we have talked about already a bunch on this podcast with Lakers guard D'Angelo Russell.
I think it's gonna be like a 4, but I think it should be like a 1. I think he's way more valuable to them than they actually realize because they're stupid and they care, like Joey said, about like fame over actually being smart.
Man, he really has had a good year. Like,
I mean, he's been fantastic, and if you're gonna trade him for Dejounte, like Dejounte's just a barely better version of him. I'm like. On both sides of the ball. Dejounte's not good on defense. He's been terrible this year.
Like, low-key, since his All-Star year, he's having his best year. Like, as a complimentary player, too. This is his best season. He's shooting 41.5% from 3, which is definitely a career high. He's scoring inside as well. I mean, 17 points is the third option for that team. I don't know if you can get better than that.
Perfect.
You know what, man? It's up to LeBron.
It is. Well, GM.
It's up to him. GM. It is.
Which I don't know why. Then they should fire LeBron as the GM if they.
And if you ask me, this has IT situation written all over it.
Oh gosh, what is your situation?
No, the Isaiah Thomas situation from the Cavs.
The difference is D'Angelo Russell's actually been good.
Right. Obviously, that's true. But the vibe is the same. At least,
yeah, I mean,
that's how
I don't think they should trade him, but I think they will. Which is, I love D'Lo. D'Lo's one of my favorite. Yeah. I like lefty players.
Joey, what are you thinking? Are you up in the higher part of the scale on this one?
Yeah, probably like almost like a 4 or 5, honestly, just because, especially with LA, I've been saying it all night. They care about the stars. They love AR-15, so even though he's like a hot commodity, they're not going to probably trade him. They're not going to obviously trade LeBron or AD. They're not going to look towards their coach, even though there are grumblings on why they're struggling is because Darvin Ham's not a great coach. But they're not going to look at that. They're going to look at, we need to make a change. Let's bring in someone new. Let's bring in someone who's a star capability. Let's trade our 2029 first-round pick and D'Angelo Russell, and let's get somebody back. That's just how it's going to be. And they're going to be mid until the playoffs, and then they're going to make a run, and they'll be like, oh, what a great trade. Even though, regardless of what happens, if it's Dejounte Murray or somebody else, it really goes down to LeBron or AD. It's not necessarily that move that made them much better. It's just for storylines. It's for money, tickets. It's just how it is in LA.
On 2K, that 2029 draft pick's one of the most valuable draft picks in the game. So
Oh, I'm sure. Well, so the tough thing with the Lakers and of course Darvin Ham, we really haven't spent a whole lot of time on the podcast really talking about the Lakers and their on and off season, but with the coaching, I think I'm very sure that they're looking at Darvin Ham, but they're also looking simultaneously at the coaching pool. Like we talked about with Doc Rivers, there's not a whole lot out there. Like if the Lakers, I wonder if the Lakers knew that Doc Rivers would have been available because like if he was available, they might have given him a call.
Doc Rivers is so mid. I'm so sick and
But just experienced coaches, like because we've seen like for LeBron, you should not have a first year head coach.
LeBron
at
is
this
their
point.
Not with them.
Not with them. So that's like
Oh, I can't remember. Oh, wasn't there a first year head coach that made it to the finals with LeBron?
that was a while ago though, with a way better team though. With two. There were two of them. I know that.
Cavs up by 15 at halftime.
Oh.
Okay, all right, we've got two more guys on here. Two more guys on here. Let's go with a guy who seems to be on the trade block every single season.
I know who this is.
Pacers guard Buddy Hield.
Yep.
Not what I thought.
Is it me?
Let's start with Nick on this one.
Buddy Hield. Someone I talked about at the preseason who I thought was going to get moved to the bench. That obviously happened. I predicted that correctly.
Big brain.
I think they'll rock with Buddy Hield. He's a good guy.
He's
volume 3-point shooter for Tyrese and Siakam to kick it out to. I think they'll keep him. I'm at a 1. Indiana's rocking. They're not gonna make a move.
All right.
I give it a 1.
I don't see why you would do. He's perfect next to Tyrese. He's just someone who runs around, shoots through. I mean, isn't he the leading scorer from that draft class?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
which is
really?
nuts. I believe so.
Well, no, he has to be second then because Ingram.
I think he's above Ingram.
Ingram and Jalen Brown. Are you talking about total points? Or
I believe so.
PPG.
Dang, because if he's over Ingram, he can't be over Ingram and Brown.
He can be over Ingram. I don't know about Brown though.
Ingram's never on the court.
That's why I say he'll be over. Yeah, I don't know. Buddy's a perfect fit, honestly. I think for Indiana, especially with the way they're set up now, with Halliburton. You know who's a dog with Indiana? Aaron Nesmith, man.
Low key, he's improved a lot this year.
He's been balling lately. I think their team is set to make a playoff push, like not play in, but playoff push. And I think they should keep Buddy Hield. And like Coach Cove said, off the bench.
Are you right?
Well, this is. Jalen Brown in the last 2 games has overtaken him.
Oh wow!
So it's just recently.
He is 37 points ahead of him.
Wow.
Okay, so it is total points.
Yeah, so it's first is Jalen, second Buddy, third is Pascal, then 4 is Ingram. Ingram's at 8.888.
That's funny. Okay, final player on the trade scale.
Oh my goodness.
Final player, we've got Wizards forward Kyle Kuzma.
I think he's also perfect for the Mavericks. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he's more likely to go there than Grant.
Don't you dare!
Really,
Joey?
Mm-hmm. He's the wrong Wizard to trade.
Joey, don't you dare say
There's a certain guy who went to the University of Michigan that probably should be traded, and
does he play defense?
That's why he's perfect for LA.
Does Kuzma play defense? Not as good as Jeremy Grant.
Nah, if I was the Mavericks, I would want Jeremy Grant over Kuzma.
Well, yeah.
I think but I don't know if they want that contract.
Joey,
Right.
nobody wants Jordan Poole. I don't even think they want Jordan
No,
Poole.
he's not going to get Jordan Poole.
I'm surprised you didn't have Trey Jones and Brogdon on here.
Oh, Tyus Jones and Brogdon. Yeah.
Jones.
Bron Jones, dude. You're so rude.
What are you gonna do?
I think
Gonna
Tyus
try.
will get traded for second-round picks. I was seeing that there are reports that he's going to get traded for second-round picks, which would be a steal for whoever got him.
Oh, what? Yeah, what
True.
team did I see? I saw a team that really needed a point guard. I saw something about Minnesota for the bench.
I'm at a
Oh,
2
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Kuz. I don't think he'll get traded,
I don't think so either.
but I'll put him at a 2 because he could.
I could see LA being stupid and maybe making that deal instead.
Well, Kuzma?
I can
No,
see
they're not
that.
going to trade for him back.
I've seen reports of it.
That'd be crazy if they traded
That's
back
not
for
a
him.
good fit.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, those are all 10 of the players on the trade scale. We'll see how many of them get traded, if any.
Yeah.
We'll see if this will be a good deadline or a dud of a deadline. We'll see
One
what
more
happens.
comment about Dejounte. I think if the Lakers were to make that trade, they'd have to do it and get. The only way I see it worth it is if they get Capella back too, because then you can move AD to the 4.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I agree.
That true.
If you're not getting Clint back, that's a stupid trade.
Why would the Hawks accept D'Lo and a first for that
No, they
package?
give-
They would need another.
They
That
want to get
first
rid of
is so-
Capella.
Really?
That first is so valuable.
You think?
I
Heck,
could see-
Onyeka
LeBron's gonna
Okongwu
leave
fits
next
them
year.
so much better.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah, but,
Okongwu.
Yeah, Onyeka is younger.
He's a
so
beast.
I feel like
played
ever
really well
since
last night.
ever since that first year where they made the conference finals, which was Capella's first year there, they've been looking to try to open up that spot for Okongwu because he just fits
Yeah.
in that position a lot
Capella's
better.
been
They
on
don't-
that trade market for a hot minute ever since
They don't
Okongwu
use
has been
Capella
progressing.
in the. They don't use Capella, right? They don't use him enough in the pick and roll. That's
Dude,
why
I'll
he
tell
was
you. Well, that's why he was what?
so good in Houston because him and
Oh.
James Harden are so nasty
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Okongwu is a plug and play guy. He just plays hard and makes plays. He's like Josh Hart.
Yeah,
Love
at the
Okongwu.
center position.
I love Josh Hart.
As far as with the trade deadline too
doing
for
it,
centers for the Lakers, if I would like to see Drummond end up back with the Lakers. I just
yeah,
think that
is
the
he gonna be a
Lakers
buyout?
need a center like that.
Well, we were
I
talking about
think-
the Bulls.
Are
Why
they
would they
gonna
buy him
buy
out?
Because why not? Because they don't need him.
They play him.
See,
and-
if
have
they
their-
want, it all
they have
depends
their
on the
non-defense
other
playing
moves.
center.
It all depends on the other moves that they make. Because if they want to continue to try to fight for a playing spot, then you keep Drummond because he helps you.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
That's why Caruso's been on the market the whole season.
If we see, I think the Lakers, honestly, the two perfect things they could do is if they could trade, like make a nonchalant trade for Drummond, or if he gets bought out, I don't know what's going to happen. Do that, or get Capella and Dejounte back in that deal, because I think that's good for them. And then you got to go, I think they got to go crazy for Hayward in the buyout market.
Yeah,
That'd be tough.
yeah, because they're probably gonna buy out Hayward. They'll buy out Kyle Lowry. There will be
Oh, I
some good
forgot.
guys on the buyout market for
I totally
sure.
forgot to get Kyle Lowry.
All right, let's do
Kyle
the
Lowry
blind
could be a good
rankings.
little bench piece.
Yeah, I'm
for the
tired of talking
Timberwolves.
about the Lakers. Let's do this. Let's
Let's move on to some
Oh,
blind
actually,
rankings. So
All
Jackson,
mine are Lakers. Though.
Jackson, would you like to explain to us the blind rankings, you secret Lakers fan?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, okay. It's more a D'Lo fan. But yeah, so I'm sure most people who are watching this have seen like YouTube shorts or something. Like basically we start off by naming a player and you have to rank them 1 through 5 without knowing who comes next. So say like we're doing all stars. I like do Trey Young first and say like Nick puts him at like 2. Just and then the next player I give is like LeBron. He goes at 1. And then I go like Giannis or Jokic. It's like all messed up. So you're
Yep.
trying to.
All right, so who would like to start first? We have a few of these to do.
Well, we're gonna start with starting point guards, and that's Jackson. Jackson has those prepared.
Okay, Jackson just muted himself, so
Yeah.
I think I saw his roommates come back in.
okay.
Jackson
I mean, we
is-
don't have to. If we want to start with another thing, we
All
can.
right. I'll start with the starting shooting guards then.
But
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
These are
All right, no,
Oh,
we're
God.
good. We're good. We're good.
Oh, he's
Okay,
back.
good.
All right, we're good.
okay.
So you want starting point guards first, not bench?
yeah.
Okay.
And who's gonna do it? Is it all of us?
I think all of us as a
Yeah.
collective, we all want to
Yeah,
try
you
to
guys
do
have
this.
you guys have to all Okay.
All right.
So
Oh, it's not individual. It's
this
together.
is like,
No.
Oh, okay.
This
fun.
is like starters mixed in with like all-star caliber players.
Okay.
So the first person I have is De'Aaron Fox.
Ooh.
Okay. De'Aaron Fox.
It's
Okay.
based off this season. I'd put him at like a 3 or 4.
Ooh,
Not
shit,
not
really?
4. Not 4. You can't
Not
do
a
4.
He said not 4, not 4.
I
can't
don't
be
know.
sure.
You don't know who's coming next.
I am comfortable putting him at 3.
I'll put him at 3. I would
Well,
give him a
let's put him at 3. I think
All right.
3's a good. 3's a good. All right.
Next up is James Harden.
Fuck.
That's a
I
tough
I
one.
think I think we go with 4 to be
I
safe.
agree. I agree.
4.
We
Fox
go with
is
4 to
better.
be safe. And
Fox is the better lefty.
yes, right now, yes. Okay, so Fox at 3, Harden at 4.
Okay, 3. We have DG the PG.
Point or
Garland?
Paul George. Oh,
No, Darius Garland. He's got to go 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Garland,
Shoot,
Garland. I
dude,
love
dude.
Garland, but
You guys want to hear the next player?
Dude, this
Oh,
is
no.
gonna he's gonna
It
throw
is
us like a Jordan
Tyus
Poole.
Jones.
1.
Tyus
Tyus Jones, 1. Number 1.
No, all right, number
Okay.
2, number 2.
2.
And then the 5th player is Stephen Curry.
Okay.
Okay, bet.
There we go. I outside of Tyus Jones, I'm
Tyus
comfortable.
Jones.
That's why when you said Fox at 4, I was like, in my mind, I was like, dude, he's gonna say Tyus Jones. And it's gonna screw up. I was trying to think of the worst starting point guard in the league right now. It's like Tyus Jones.
Nah, that outside of Tyus Jones, that's a W list.
That's a W
Agreed.
list. Okay, all right. Who's got shooting guards?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
All right.
I can do all my starters too later.
First guy is James Harden.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, James Harden.
For shooting guards, I think he's a 4.
I think so. I think so too.
I think
Alright.
Nick's
Yeah,
gonna be
there's
cheeky.
better.
He's
Yeah,
gonna-
that's a 4. There's way better shooting guards out there.
The next guy is Tyler Hero.
5.
What?
3.
3.
3.
What are you
3.
yapping about?
5.
He's bad, but not that bad.
No. I'll give it 3. 3.
He's been
All
really
right.
bad.
Jalen Green.
Okay, that's 5.
That's 5.
He's at 8.
That's 5.
He's 8.
He's 8. He broke the scale.
Austin Reeves.
I'm comfortable putting him at 2. No, I'm comfortable. I think he's been better than Hero this
Broke
year.
the scale.
You know what? You know
Oh.
what? You know that isn't as bad. That isn't as bad.
No,
No,
he
as long as
hasn't-
this guy isn't super great.
The last guy is Devin Vassell.
Oh my
He sounds
god.
bad. No,
Why you
no,
guys
listen,
start
listen,
off
listen.
with so good ones? You gotta
Listen,
mix it
listen,
in.
listen. What do you mean so good ones? James
I
Harden
started with
hasn't been-
Harden and Hero.
I think-
guess I
Yeah,
did.
and then,
say the
and
two
then you
guys.
finish it off with
All
Devin Vassell, Ariston Reeves. And
I got a
Jalen
couple. All right.
I
Those
think
were okay.
Austin
That
Reeves
was
been better
not
than Tyler
horrible.
Hero.
Oh my.
Recent Tyler Hero. I'm thinking recency bias. Tyler Hero's been awful. Tyler Hero looks like Jordan Clarkson right now.
Okay,
both-
I don't. And Devin Vassell's been great too. So if we're talking over the
I
last
think
week,
Vassell's 1.
Yeah,
I think
Vassell could be one. Yeah.
Vassell's at 1. Yeah.
you know what?
like-
This could be a perfect list if we're talking about this week of the season.
There you go. There you go.
Recency bias.
Okay, I got all right. I
I got
got
some good
small
starting ones, too.
forwards.
Small
Starting
forwards.
small forwards. All right. First up, Dylan Brooks.
Oh boy.
Oh,
4.
shit. I don't know.
I
Based
thi- I
on
think
how it's
we-
going,
3 or
if
4.
this is the best one
3 or
we
4.
got. I see we put him at 2 based off of
No,
everyone
no,
else
3 or 4.
doing the list.
3 or 4.
All right, I'm cool with 4.
I can do 4.
I'm cool with 4. I'm okay with that.
All right.
I'm a realist.
All right.
sadly.
Second player, got Mikal Bridges.
3.
2 or 3.
I'll put him at
3.
3.
All right. Doesn't even matter. You guys both said 3. So.
What do you think, Nick?
Well,
What do
he said
I said
2
2
or
or
3.
3.
So that's
I-
a 3. Okay.
Yeah,
We always
you
said
goof-
3
you
then. Why are you
goon.
saying just us 2? You said
Well, I
3.
don't know. I
You
don't have
guppy.
You literally said 3.
I feel like
You're
my
just
gut
yapping.
is my gut is 2. I just don't have a good argument for it.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you're right, then we'll let you.
Yeah,
roast
well,
us.
based on how
All
it's
right.
going, we're gonna
All right.
regret it.
LeBron James.
1.
1. Oh,
Our
I don't know.
glorious king.
Is he gonna put Tatum up here?
Doesn't matter. LeBron's still better.
Kawhi Leonard.
Oh,
2.
Oh, that's 1. That's 1. That's 1.
Stop. Stop.
Okay, and then Brandon Miller.
Oh, bet we got it right.
Brandon Miller, you guys got it.
W list. That's the most accurate list I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like across any TikToks,
LeBron, Kawhi,
YouTube
Bridges,
lists.
Brooks, Miller.
That's like the most accurate list ever.
Starting small forwards. All right, who's got the power
I think
forwards?
that's decent. I have power forwards too. These are the
I
only
have
two
centers.
I've got.
I'm ready. I have my centers ready too.
All right, power forward. We're gonna start with Evan Mobley.
Ooh.
3.
3 or 4.
Honestly,
Power forward
based
position is
off of this
stacked.
year,
Power forwards are loaded.
I would say 4. I would say 4 just based off of this year.
Well, let's
Mobley,
think- let's think.
4.
Mobley,
Who are
4. I
some of
love
the
Mobley.
mid-tier guys?
I love Mobley.
I could see Miles saying Bridges. So like, well, that was funny,
Starting,
Bridges.
only starting.
Starters.
So Bridges will be Miles Bridges starts. Goons.
Oh, he's not suspended anymore. Sorry, I just
He's gonna say,
assumed
like,
it was
Drew
a rolling
Eubanks.
suspension for him.
Oh
he's
my
not.
goodness.
I think Mobley should be 3.
Joey, you have him 3 or 4.
I have a 4.
4
You
it
guys
is.
hate him so much. Oh my
I
gosh.
love Mobley, but based off of this year, he didn't start off
the
great.
power forwards are stacked. Hey, we'll see. We'll see.
He
We'll
didn't
see.
start off.
He didn't start off good, and then he got hurt for 2 months.
All right, player number 2, Lauri Markkanen.
That's a
2.
Ooh.
2. That's a 2.
I could go 2 there.
I
Or
was gonna
3.
say 2
2
or
or 3.
3, so yeah, 2. I'll give him a 2.
2.
We could see Tatum here. We're gonna maybe see Durant, Giannis. Ooh.
All right, you
all-
want to go
I
3?
put terrible.
I'll go
ones.
3. I'll go 3. Let's go 3.
Okay.
I don't know though. I feel like
you guys
I'm gonna go.
You've
With
been
you guys.
putting terrible ones too, so.
I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll go 2. We'll go 2. I trust you. Guys.
Okay, Joey, what is your call? Because I'm at 3 now.
I want to say 2 because there's going to be a terrible power forward here.
All right,
Yeah,
I guess
then
he's
we
2.
can put him
All
at
right,
5. All right.
he's at 2.
All right,
I'm worried.
Kuzma.
Thank you.
3. That's our 3. That's our 3.
No.
That's a 5.
Oh, this would have been perfect if we would have had Mobley at 3.
He is a 5.
Mobley's better than Kuzma. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Put Mobley at 3. Kuzma at 4.
I am uneasy. We have 3 and 1 open.
Yeah. I'd Kuzma at
I'm
5.
okay with that.
All right, Jason Tatum.
1.
That's 1. I told you.
1.
Told you he was gonna be here.
There we go. So what's the problem?
Ruining my bets because it's about to be another good player. Trust.
Sorry, I
Jabari
can't
Smith
understand you with
Jr..
your, hoodie
Oh,
and
That's a
Jabari
perfect
Smith
thought.
Jr. is better than Evan Mobley, and we made a perfect list.
That's a perfect list. That's a 3.
I
Yep.
agree. I couldn't agree more.
There we go.
Jabari Smith might be better than Jason Tatum.
There we
No.
go. Wait, did you just say Jabari Smith better than Tatum?
So we have
No,
Jason
no,
Tatum,
no,
Lauri
no.
Markkanen, Jabari Smith Jr., Evan Mobley, and Kyle Kuzma. Very interesting list here.
That's a W list.
Miles, how did you
No,
think
it's
that one was
not.
gonna go?
Jabari
Oh.
is not over. Mobley.
Well, Jabari. I mean, I was thinking Jabari would have been 5 if it was a normal thing, but
if
it was-
we were smart and put Mobley at 3,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm always right.
Still not as bad as the point guards or shooting guards we made.
yeah. All right, who's got
Shooting guards is
center?
good.
Jackson. All right,
First one up, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Hartenstein.
4 or 5.
That's
4.
a 5 or 4.
Miles about to
is
say
he
2.
gonna give us a Daniel Gafford or Derek Lively though?
I don't know. Will I?
Ooh,
Well,
if he-
no, 5. You're right.
that's a 5.
No, I think 4. I think 4. Hartenstein's been very good this year. I think 4 is.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm cool with 4 or 5, so.
We'll go 4.
All right.
4.
Numero dos. Chet Holmgren.
Ooh.
Chet, I think it's 3.
I agree.
3.
I think 3's
I have
good.
one
That's-
on here that's like a center power forward, by the way. Too.
That's a big jump though from Hardenstein.
It
to
is a
Chet.
very
That is
big
a
jump.
big difference.
It's a huge
right
jump, but it's okay.
there.
All right. Number 3. Daniel Gafford.
Oh my!
5. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
You knew it, Miles. You knew it.
Now these last
Alright.
2 could screw us.
Number 4. Alperon Sengun.
That's a 1.
2. He's gonna have Porzingis or Bam or
No,
And
two.
I'll
There's
still
way.
have Sengun over them. If he has Bam or KP, I still have
Yeah,
Sengun
you're a
over.
crackhead.
I'm going to. There's good centers out there. There's good
Two.
centers out there. There's better centers out there.
Man. Okay, two. I'm fair with two. Hey, Goglin, I just want to point out
Although-
that I do have your back.
Although
I
it
do
is
have your back.
Jackson,
Yeah, we should know that Jackson's not gonna put a better center.
or is he
Thank
gonna,
you.
or he might, and he might to mess with. He might
He's
have
gonna
to
put
mess with
Rudy
us.
up there. Put Rudy up there.
Oh, please put Rudy on the board.
Okay, see, this is the one. It's a center / power forward. He plays both. I have Cat here.
Oh yeah, one.
Oh, one.
Yeah, that works. That works. That
That's
works.
fair.
That works.
That's fair.
Dude, the all-star coaches agree with us.
Yeah.
We're perfect.
Cat. We have Karl Anthony Towns, Alperen Sengun, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Daniel Gafford.
I think that's
W list.
perfect.
Oh yeah, just because he made the All-Star team over him.
All right,
perfect.
Jackson, you want to go right into your bench point guards?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, I still would have had Sengun.
I don't want to hear it from you. Actually,
What?
no, you're right. I'm sorry. All right. This is the one that. Oh, he's gone. Oh, there he is.
No, I was heading Dallas. I'm sorry.
This is the one that gave me a heart attack trying to spell. We're gonna start off with Brandon Pajemski.
All right.
So this is hard because like it's hard. You never
Yeah,
think about
much more
ranking bench
difficult.
players because with bench players he could be going either like the second string or he could be going with the Trey Jameson.
Let's
Third
put him right in the
string.
middle then.
3.
There's also there's one on here that I didn't know if he started or was on the
That's
bench.
fine.
He's like,
Okay. 3. I think 3's good. He's been good.
3's fair. He's been a good player.
Next up, Aaron Holiday.
4,
4.
Too high. He should be
4,
at, like,
5.
4 or 5.
Probably.
He should be
I'll
at
go,
Let's
I'll go 5.
Let's okay, yeah. Let's
Anyone
go
who watches Rockets games knows he is a dumpster fire of a player now. He's terrible.
See, he might be trying to trick us.
No, he's a cone. No, you put him at 4, right?
I put up a 5.
I put him 5.
Uh.
5.
Next up, Kaysen Wallace.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think 4's good.
All right, but
Even
I think we have to put him at 2 now, even though BP is probably playing a little bit better. I feel more comfortable having 1 and 4 open than 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's what
probably
I'm
put him
thinking
at
too.
2.
That's what I'm thinking too.
All right.
Okay, we'll put him at 2.
Number 4 is Malcolm Brogdon.
1.
1.
Has he
1.
started the whole season? I didn't know.
No, that's fine. Who
He's
knows?
been back and forth, but it doesn't matter though.
All right.
Yeah.
Now your number 4 player is your number 5 player who you're gonna have at 4 is Malachi Flynn.
See, I told you we had.
There it is.
I think
There
that
it
yeah,
is.
that's good. That's fine. Yeah.
I'm
We
cool
would have had
with
Malachi Flynn at number 1.
that.
Wait, were you actually thinking about putting Brogdon at 5?
No, I'm saying if we would have had Kaysen Wallace at 4.
No, we would have
then
had
we
Flint
had
at
to go-
2. We would have had Flint
No,
too.
we would
Yeah,
have Flynn at
Flynn
2.
Yeah.
That would have been bad either way.
All right, I have the backup shooting guards. You guys ready for them?
Yeah.
Let's do
This
it.
one's stacked.
Yeah, this one is stacked. This one was
It
fun.
is.
All right,
I know.
I'm gonna start in the
fun.
mid. Or well, I shouldn't say. I'm gonna
No,
start with Taylor Horton Tucker.
THT.
Isn't he
He-
a starter?
He doesn't even get minutes, so
Yeah, he doesn't even get
he's
minutes
4 or
sometimes.
5.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would
I'll
say-
give it, ooh,
I want to go 5. I want to go 5.
It's so stacked, and he's not even getting minutes. It's gotta be 5.
Yeah.
All right, good call. Aaron Wiggins. OKC.
4.
4.
I'm okay with it. It's been
4.
good.
Karis LeVert.
2.
1. Who do we put above him? Malik Monk, maybe?
It'd be Monk or Hardaway, and either way it's close. So I think Levert at
Oh,
1
I
is fine.
think Hardaway's a small. forward.
Levert's at 1 is fine. I'm totally fair with that.
Okay.
I'm about to
I
blow
think
your
he's the-
mind.
Uh-oh.
Quentin Grimes.
Ew,
Oh.
ew,
3.
gross, terrible.
Oh, 3. You guys don't like him?
awful.
He's
No,
okay. He's
He's
okay.
terrible.
Not
He's
right
awful.
now. When he gets
The last
traded,
guy-
He's freaking terrible. He is a dumpster fire of a player. He's like Julius off the bench.
Dude,
Last
Jackson
guy-
is secretly Tom Thibodeau.
What do you guys have open? 2?
We have
Yeah.
2 open.
Lonnie Walker.
Okay,
I'm
that's
perfect.
good. That's
I'm
good.
fair
That's
with
a
that.
W.
Lonnie's
That's a
the
W.
dog. I love Lonnie Walker.
Solid.
You miss
Solid.
so many stacked guys, Nick. Mine is
Well,
Who
don't
cares?
tell
Fun
us.
part. You don't need to make it stack. That's the fun part, dude.
Yeah.
you guys.
I'm doing all the rest of mine next episode.
All right,
I have 3 different categories for each of the 5 positions.
Joey, or who's got the backup small forwards? Is it me? Oh, I have the next 3. Yeah, I do have them.
Okay.
Nick, I can do this one if you want to do power forward.
That's fine.
All right. This guy's another power forward / small forward. He kind of mixes. Starting off, we got P. Watt.
P.
Peyton
Watt.
Watson from
Peyton
Denver.
Watson. Okay.
Oh, Peyton Watson. I was like, who the hell?
I was like,
is this
PJ
another
Washington?
Watt brother I don't know about in the NFL?
I feel like this has to be 3 or 4.
I'm fair putting him at 3, to be honest.
I'm a tiebreaker.
Here we
I'll go. Shoot, I'll go 3.
All right.
Your number 2, Jetty Osman.
5,
Jeez.
6,
5.
7, 10, 10.
Look at Miles.
There's way worse though.
There is.
I hate Chetty Osman.
But he
there's-
said his lists were stacked.
4.
did say
What-
it's
he's
like
4.
2
He's
out of
4.
5.
5.
What? Fine.
5.
What in the world?
Sorry, if there was a longer
Interesting.
list, I'd put him
Um,
way down, way more
Your
down.
3rd player is Mr. Slam Whitmore.
Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's
2.
playing well.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Would you put him
It-
in a 2
I
or
think
1?
2.
But he hasn't played in any other games since February.
Well,
It's
He's,
only
he's
like a week in February.
I think
we're
he
like
was-
5 days into
It's
February.
been 5 days in February.
Well,
I think
he-
2's
Just
good.
like to point
I
out,
think
he is
two.
the 2nd highest per 36 points per game rookie.
all right. Cam Whitmore, number 2.
2. Your 4 player is Najee Marshall.
4.
Yep.
4.
Wow.
Who's our number 1?
THJ. Tim
that?
Hardaway Jr.
There we go.
Perfect.
There we go. W list.
Okay, we're on a roll right now.
W
We are
list.
on a roll. All right.
We're
Hopefully, you guys can get
genius.
this one.
NBA,
man.
Genius.
I
NBA
actually
owners,
did-
look
oh.
out. We
Nick,
should
this
be
one
running
is
your
all-
franchise.
You guys are gonna have. There's no way you guys are gonna be. This is gonna be trash list. All right.
Oh, I'm
This
ready
is, this
for
is
it.
a thin position group.
This is
back to
very
back.
thin. All these guys are terrible.
For
Yeah.
powerful.
All right. With that being said, let's start with Kevon Looney.
Oh, jeez. Is this where
It
it's
doesn't.
headed?
We can still rank him.
Do you have him on your center
3.
list?
He's not on my center list, but I think of him as a center because I think TJD or
Well,
I don't know,
he's a.
Jackson Chip-
I mean, he's a center, but it doesn't matter. I think
he's 3.
All right.
Just like after
he's had a
researching,
rough.
I think
He's had a rough year though.
I'll say
Yeah.
3 or 4. Honestly, I'm leaning towards 4.
I'll go 4.
Okay,
I'll
we'll
go 4.
we'll go Looney at 4.
All right. Let's go next guy, Kelly Olynyk. Utah Jazz.
2.
Is he 2 or 3?
I'm
I
fair
think
with 2.
he's been good.
He's been.
If
He
he
has
said
been
it's-
good. You're right,
He
and it's
did
not.
say the
It's not
list
that.
was thin. He
it
did
isn't
say
that
the
loaded.
list was thin.
Okay,
Miles,
2's good.
I did a lot of research for this one too. It's
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Royce O'Neal.
Rolls
3.
Royce.
Does he even play?
He does play. He's pretty good.
He is, I think he's a good 3.
He's
I'm
pretty
down
good.
for it.
He's better. He's better than Kevon Looney.
Okay,
All
so
right.
we got 1 and 5 open. Oh no!
Yes,
oh,
we do.
no.
no.
Oh no!
Miles, you gotta think about this.
I gotta give you guys both the names at the same time. Can I do
Oh,
that?
Yes.
No,
yes,
just one.
please
No,
do.
no. One at a time.
What?
Oh, please give them both at the same time.
Fine.
They're good too. All right. The first one is Minivan Niang, and the second one is Kevin Love.
Ah!
If we would have put
Can I put
This is-
Caleb at 1?
minivan
Because I'm
5,
not putting George's Niang. I will fight
I'll
you.
tell you.
on
Let
it.
me tell you what I would do. O'Neal, Olynyk, probably Niang, Love, Looney.
what are you talking about? No,
I
Kevin,
think
you gotta
that-
give
I
Kevin Love
think
some
that-
credit. Kevin Love's been way better than you guys think.
Can we
And
please
so
not put-
is George. I think
Yeah,
Can
George
we
Niang
would.
please put Niang at 5?
I think George.
No,
Yeah,
you
no,
gotta
Niang's
put
at
him
5.
one.
Niang's at 5.
No, Niang is
No,
5.
you
I hate
didn't.
You
Niang.
fake.
You're putting Kevin Love number 1.
You fake Cavs
Yes.
fan.
Legacy,
Yeah, I would
legacy
know
score.
that's bad.
Legacy
I'm
I'm
with
not a
score.
Cavs fan, Miles.
No, I'm just,
saying-
dude. Niang would be at 1 on this list, but all right.
Niang is playing a better job than Kevin Love would be doing in the same position on the Cavs.
He's having a career year. Niang's having.
Yeah,
He's having a
yeah.
career year. Love has been out of the rotation multiple times this year.
Agree, exactly. It's definitely Niang.
Love's definitely the worst one out of these 5.
Do you want to know Georges Niang's last game against the Spurs?
I know his
Yes.
last game. That's 1 game.
Yeah,
I wanna
Miles
know.
On the top of his head, it
I
seems
really
He
like
was
one of
0
them.
for
0
9
for
from
8
the
0 for
field
8 from
and
3.
0 for 8 from the 3.
I thought you
With
would say
that
0 for 8
stat
from
line
free throw.
alone,
You get a miss. You get a miss. You get a miss.
literally. And every time he shoots the ball, it's like a 50-50 shot. Or not even 50-50.
That's pretty good.
Like
That's really
a
good.
10%
That's actually really-
chance it goes in. Sorry,
So-
10%.
Hey, when you have a 13 for 14 game, you're gonna have an 0 for 9 game. So you're
All right.
gonna even it out.
I'm okay with either or because the list is cooked.
That was a good list. That was the best one.
That's a good list.
It was better than what I had for power
Gosh,
forwards.
I
Mine
hate
was-
Jordan
Mine was
Niang.
worst players. All right, centers is stacked.
Here we go.
So number 1, we have Walker Kessler.
5.
There's no way you just said that.
3.
All right, I'll bump it up to 4.
I kind of want to say 3 too.
Yeah, Walker Kessler's good, man.
Maybe not offensively, but
He's
like
averaging 2.5
defensively, he's still
blocks
like
off the bench.
solid.
He's still good offensive. Dude, 9 points per game as a shot blocker off the bench. I think that's pretty good.
It's like
Yeah.
Mark Eaton.
I forgot we were doing backups.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, backup centers. Yeah, that's a 3.
Okay.
All right. Number 2 is B-Ball Paul.
Paul Reed.
4.
4. 4.
4.
I forgot we were doing backups. I wouldn't have said 5 for Kessler if we were doing. If I thought it was starters low key.
All right. Your third player is Thomas Bryant.
5.
That's 5. Oh,
That's 5.
shoot. We're leaving 1 and 2 open.
Why did you say they're stacked?
Because they are.
These guys are trash.
Compared to the other positions, this is pretty good. Because number 4, your fourth player, is Nas Reed.
1.
1.
Yeah.
And your
Love
fifth
Nas.
player, your number 2 player, according to you guys, is Christian Wood.
No,
Former
he's-
20-point per game scorer, baby.
Walker
We
Kessler's
don't
better
talk
than
about
him.
this.
Yeah.
Paul Reed might be better than him.
Dude, Christian Wood might be number 5 on the list.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have fumbled the bag on this one.
It's okay, though. It's okay. For the most part, we did pretty good.
All right, Joey, you have some All Stars. Is that right?
Oh yes, yes. Do you want to do? Let's do the All Stars. All right.
Is this,
For
are there borderlines on here?
no. And in the
Okay.
yeah, no.
The only
borderline.
thing that's borderline around here is your well-being and mental sanity.
Oh, it's not even borderline anymore.
borderline. That's a-
Wait, so for All Stars, is
It
this
hits off
this
the
year's
cliff.
All Stars or all time like All Stars that are
Explain,
currently-
Joey.
Most of them are current. I do have like a couple that were starters, or like a starter the last couple years.
Okay.
So for the backcourt starters, Damian Lillard.
For this year, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
for
only
this-
I actually think there might be only one guy
Actually-
that's not a starter for this year.
No, 4.
I'll go 4.
4.
or-
Yeah, that's good.
This year,
Huh?
Dame.
Yeah.
This
4.
year, Dame might have not made it if it wasn't for the fans.
All right. Now this is the one that's a former starter. 2019, Kyrie Irving.
Ooh. Shoot.
That's gotta
'Cause
be.
this isn't
he's
best
3 or 5.
year. This isn't the best version of Kyrie either.
No,
That's what
but
I'm-
this is
I'm
the more
thinking 5.
most recent one. I think he was a starter.
I would say 3.
You're
Better than
oh,
Dame
okay.
this year.
29. I might go 5.
Dame's still averaging like 26 and
Well,
Like,
okay,
Dame's
no, because I was
still-
thinking the Celtics were a disappointment that year, and they were like a 4th seed. So I need to not think about team success though. Individual,
I
I'll go 3. Kyrie could be 3.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just thinking about how stacked the guards are this
You
year.
know what? No. You're right. He's 5 because if we're
I
going
think
the
he's
rest
5.
of this year's All Stars and Lillard's the worst starter, it has to be.
All right.
Shit,
5.
I'm scared.
All right.
now.
I'm scared.
Okay,
though.
sorry. This was also a former starter. I did forget about this one.
Wait
Oh
until
my
after I
goodness.
say that.
Okay,
You're
relax.
a con artist. If this is a 5.
At least this guy's still an all-star though.
I'm gonna be. Oh, okay.
2022, Stephen Curry.
3.
3. Wait, so
3.
Kyrie's 5?
Are we saying that that's better than a Shea? Or sorry, that Shea's better than that Curry?
No,
Right now,
I would
Shea,
say
yeah.
no. I would say Curry 2. I would say this Curry 2.
2022 Curry.
It gives us
What-
wiggle
what-
room.
what-
I think Curry 2.
2.
Fine.
All right. This year, Tyrese Halliburton.
3.
3.
I mean,
And
3C.
then
Don't 3C
Your
me.
number one guy, you called it, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, it works. That
I
works.
was worried.
We have this year's
What if-
Shea as our number 1. Last year's
Yes.
Steph Curry. This year's Tyrese Halliburton. This year's Dame Lillard, and then 2019 Kyrie. That's a pretty good
I
list.
think it's pretty good.
Good list. I probably, yeah. I would have put Kyrie probably at 4 and had Dame at 5. Just
Yeah.
at least.
Honestly, Dame hasn't been that bad. Like we're making it seem like Dame's the worst player ever.
No. Well, they're
No,
all
but just out of
all-stars.
these players.
All right. For the front court starters, I'm going to start you off hot. LeBron
starters?
James.
This
Okay,
year?
are we talking
Three.
this year's LeBron James?
This year's LeBron
Yes.
is 3 or 4.
LeBron.
This year's LeBron might be the worst front court player.
I think he might be 4.
I'm cool with 4.
I'm going 4. That's what I said. See, 3 or 4. I agree with 4.
All right. Next one. Nikola Jokic.
This year, 2.
Yes, this year.
2.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, everybody else is this year.
Well, we should go 1 just to
Oh,
be safe
everyone.
because
If
there's
everyone
only
else is
one
this
other
year,
guy
then I'll
that
put
could
And
be.
it's literally the only guys that I had that were not from this year. Wait. Actually, no, I might have lied. No.
Dude, you're a con artist.
No, I might be.
We should go 1 here.
I think if it's this year, then yeah, 1, because he's the best player this year in the front court. I think.
Embiid though.
Yeah, but he's not
give me
him.
a break, NB.
He's not on the
No,
list
it
yet.
is this year. It is this year. No, everyone's this year.
If he says Embiid, then we'll just have to,
No,
We can live with him at 2.
Embiid
Okay.
is 2.
Yeah.
Embiid
Alright.
is 2.
So you put
still
Jokic at
Embiid.
what?
Jokic is
1.
1.
All
I
right.
don't want to hear anybody telling me.
Giannis.
Shit.
2.
Yeah, 2.
Giannis is better than Embiid. I don't care. 2.
That's so bad.
All right. Kevin Durant.
3.
This year, 3.
That's all this year.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Are you gonna say
yeah.
5?
Okay. Go ahead, throw Joel
And
Embiid.
number 5. And you left open in your 5th spot, right?
Yeah.
Joel Embiid.
I told you.
Joel
Let's go.
Embiid probably
Let's
having one of the best seasons in NBA history this year before he
But
got
he can't
hurt.
stay on the court, can he? No, he can't.
Who cares? It's an all-star
Because
game.
he's terrible. Because he's not gonna play in the All-Star game.
Yeah, he is.
No, duh.
He's gonna miss the All-Star game too. He misses every other game. It's just like Denver. You think that they
Doesn't matter. Up until now,
Yeah, it doesn't matter right now.
historic.
Nope. Perfect.
No, it
Perfect.
isn't. Okay.
Perfect list.
All
Perfect
right.
list.
Are you guys ready for the backcourt bench?
Let's do it.
Perfect list. Perfect list. I'm so proud of our list right there.
I'm going to start off with Donovan Mitchell.
3. Actually, no, 2. I'll say 2.
Spida.
I'll say 3.
3.
I'll go
I
2
think
or 3.
I'll go 2. I'll go 2.
2.
You guys, homers. He's not gonna be playing for us next year, just so you know.
Brother, this is
When
about
he,
this
does,
year.
when he does, Nick, I'm getting you a Donovan Mitchell jersey.
I have
Alright.
one, Nick.
I'll wear it for the 3 months before he gets moved and signs with the Nets.
Oh my
The
God.
Nets?
Dumbest
The Nets.
idea.
All right, move on, please. Move on. I can't
GFF?
listen to-
Move
I can't
on,
listen to
move
this
on.
crap.
All right. Ant Edwards.
1. Actually, no.
No, we can't leave the bottom three.
No, because
Three.
one is gonna be Booker when he says it.
Or Brunson.
Oh,
So-
Luka.
oh, that's right. Brunson was snubbed because people are
And
stupid.
Luka.
I think
There's
Ant
a lot of
3.
there's a lot of names still.
Oh yeah, you're gonna bring out old school Luca.
Let's go 3 here.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're talking about old school Luca and Brunson, we might have to go 4.
I wanted to go 3 with Mitchell, and then I would go 4 here, but
No,
You already said 2.
Mitchell's 2 over Booker. I think actually, now that I think about
Okay.
it.
all right. Who's after Edwards?
All right, wait. What did you put Edwards at?
3.
All right. Tyrese Maxey.
5.
5.
Yeah.
5.
If Nick says 5, we all gotta agree it's 5.
Yeah.
Nick
All
is
right.
the biggest Tyrese Halliburton glazer
Maxey.
I've ever seen.
Devin Booker.
3. Or wait, we have 2
1.
and what? We have
We have
1
1 and 4.
Oh,
I
then
think-
yeah, 1.
Yeah,
We
1.
gotta go 1. I was gonna say Luka. This freaking hate.
No, Jalen Brunson.
All right, that's good.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
It's not.
We have Edward. We
He's
have
won.
no. We have Booker, Mitchell, Edwards, Brunson.
You know he's won.
Who's the last guy?
Jalen.
Or Max.
You said
Maxey.
Maxey was 5, yeah. Man, I'll be honest. On my list, I had Brunson as the 3rd name, but as soon as you guys were doing the list, I'm like, I'm gonna put Brunson as the last name I'm gonna
Yeah, 'cause you're a
name.
sicko. 'Cause you're-
Let's make this a little more fun.
He's won. He's won, and you all know it.
All right. Front court bench.
Don't even-
Cat.
5.
5.
5.
Doesn't even deserve to be there.
Anthony Davis.
1.
2.
Who's better than AD?
1. 1.
Yeah,
I think.
1.
Yeah, who's better than AD?
Sorry.
You guppy?
I think that's good.
Now I'm pissed off.
Wait a
Bam.
minute.
I was gonna say
Bam?
Bam is the next player.
4.
No.
3.
Why?
I think 3.
Don't know me.
What if he says Julius Randle?
Yeah, what
Or
if it says
Paolo
Randle, Jackson?
Banchero?
Well, no. If he says Julius Randle, we're making a 6th spot.
I think Bam's
gonna have to
good
go
for
with a
3.
new
It's-
player.
We'll have our options open if Bam is 3.
Bam. 3.
Bam at 3.
He's gonna say Paolo next.
Julius Randle.
4.
4.
14. I don't anywhere but the top 5.
All
I'd
right.
rather have current day Denny than him.
And then your last player, Paolo.
Oh my
That's two.
gosh.
That's a perfect 2. No, that's a perfect 2. I don't know.
So
what
we
you guys
went-
about.
Anthony Davis, Paolo Banchero, Bam Adebayo,
Perfect.
Julius Randle, Karl Anthony Towns.
Switch Cat and Julius. and
Low
it's
key, I
perfect.
would have switched Randall and Paulo. I would have had Randall
You're
too.
just-
Yeah, I would too. I would
What
agree
are
there.
you talking about?
I don't know. You really hate on Randall for like no reason.
Yeah, because the Knicks have looked way better without him. Because he's
Oh
terrible.
man.
They look dominant with him too. They lost the
Oh
game
my
without him.
God.
They lost a game without him.
They lost a game without him. Shut up.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And Jackson, the antics. Jeez, oh Pete.
No, I'm pissed off now.
Let us
Jackson-
know if you would have made any changes in the list in the comments.
Yes, please do. In the description down below, we'll have a link to the Spotify and the Instagram. You definitely go check those out. We've had Jackson and Nick getting out those clips here on YouTube, which have looked
Nick
awesome.
doing the clips.
You guys have anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
I had a great time. I hope you guys
That was
enjoyed
a
it. Thank
fun
you for
segment.
watching.
That was a fun segment.
Just gave me
Agreed.
a headache. I have a
Oh
headache.
my goodness. Well, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe for more NBA content. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you in the next one for the trade deadline special.
Special
Yeah.
guest.
Heck yeah. See you guys then.
To be determined,
Peace.
dude.
Peace.